Hi, welcome back to Puzzling Bibliophile. I'm here with another video. Now, I decided to do some individual videos based on the certain types of big jigsaw puzzles I have and certain types of jigsaw puzzles that I have assembled during during the year 2023. So I thought it would be fun to show you, I believe, 16 gradient puzzles, and I'm just going to check my album on Facebook. And for gradients, I have, no, that's collages. We don't want collages. I have 15 in my album, but I think I have 16 here. So let's see what we come up with. Okay, and when I say my album, it's an album that I create on Facebook. That's what I'm referring to. Okay, in no particular order, these are all the gradient puzzles that I worked on during 2023. I can't wait for 2024, but let's talk about these right now. So the first puzzle I thought I would show you is simply called Gradient. It's a Cloudberries puzzle, and it's a beautiful puzzle, and it's a beautiful product. Cloudberries, not only do they have these gorgeous boxes that look great on the shelf, but the quality of the puzzles themselves are I won't say second to none, because that's not true, but they're up there, and that's what this one was. And I am going to pop the images of all of these completed puzzles up here. I'm trying to also avoid the glare, but my goodness, did I love this puzzle, and I love gradients, as you're going to see in this video. Another gradient type puzzle that I did is called Comfortable Rainbow. And even though it may not be your typical gradient of colors, just cascading from, say, red to blue in a rainbow fashion, this is called Comfortable Rainbow, and it is in that gradient style. At least in my mind it is. I love this puzzle. I did this one during this month of December. Another one I did this month of December, this is, I believe, Floral Reflection. Yes, this is Floral Reflections. I'm struggling with the glare. This Floral Reflections puzzle was fun. I loved how I did this one. How did I do this? Color by color from left to right. I think I started with the red and went all the way over. My new method of operation when I work on these puzzles, I'm just going to try to get a better view. My new MO when I work on these puzzles is working on reds first. For some reason, once I knock them out, then everything else is easy. Okay, what's next? Well, what's next is my favorite puzzle for 2023. This is Gradient Moon. This is the Machezzo puzzle. I have another Machezzo puzzle that is actually in my list of favorites, believe it or not. I loved this puzzle. It's obviously a gradient style, but it's the moon with the gradient colors. Now, this is, I think, the puzzle that I worked on when I realized that I got to start these gradient puzzles with red. I started this gradient puzzle with, I believe, the green, and then I went to the other colors, so I was stuck here for a while. But now when I work on gradient puzzles, I attack the red first. And now that I'm doing that, I'm just loving how they come together. So this, again, you're going to see this in a different video because it's going to be in my favorites. Now, this one here is called Karen Puzzles. Does she have a name for this one? Yeah, Gradient Cascade. There you go. I found out what was causing the glare, so there's no glare. But this is called Gradient Cascade. It's a Karen Puzzles jigsaw puzzle, quite naturally. And I love this puzzle because it was my first Karen Puzzles puzzle. I did not want her 3,000 piece puzzle. But when I did this puzzle, you see these big puzzle pieces that are kind of superimposed on top of the puzzle themselves. I'm just going to put this in front and remove the image because I just really want to show you. So what I did is I left all of those areas blank and I filled in all of these superimposed pieces last, which I think was 7. So this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Wasn't too fantastically happy with the quality considering it's a Ravensburger, so I just don't get that, but sometimes I guess there's quality control. Now, truffle. This huge box, which is only filled to here. But anyway, this truffle puzzle, we'll put it on this side. This one is called, I sometimes forget all these different gradient puzzles, simply called Gradient. It's another puzzle with the name Gradient. I love this puzzle and it was a lot of fun. It was a little bit more challenging because there's blocks, and now I'm gonna have the image up just long enough for me to show you now. And now I'm just gonna come up and show you this up really close. You see the blocks? That kind of made this a little bit challenging. But what I did was I worked on the red first. That's the ticket for me. Get the red done first, and then everything else falls into place. Loved it. Now this one kind of reminds me of the Comfortable Rainbow, the quilts, because you may say, well, it's not really a gradient puzzle, but we're gonna call it one anyway. This is a spring block puzzle, my only spring block puzzle I think for the whole year, and this is called Powder Coated Colors, and it's cars. Okay, so as you see the cars, you have a gradient style method when you're assembling the puzzles. I think I started with the yellow, and then I jumped down to the purple, and I kind of went back and forth, and then I did the middle. It's been 6 or 7 months since I've done this, but I'm pretty sure that's what's coming to mind as far as the way I assembled this jigsaw puzzle. But I wanted to include it in my gradient video because it's quite like the style of gradients. And again, this is a spring block, 500 piece puzzle, by the way. I don't think I've been telling you the piece size, but this is 500 pieces. This next puzzle is called Color Bliss. It's from Unified Pieces. It may not be a true gradient. It really is not, but I decided to include it in this video because I really liked the style of it where you had to look for different color patterns and go in certain directions with the colors. So that's why I decided to share this with you in this video. Also, this is going to be shown in a different video, but I just had to show you this because it kind of makes me think of gradient. So this Unified Pieces jigsaw puzzle was gifted to me from the company for review. So there is a review video on this channel if you'd like to check it out. Unified Pieces is a great company, and I'll talk about them in a different video. Then I had a white mountain. I've got, this is so funny. I just love this. Look at this succulent rainbow. Now, I'm going to show you a different one with the word succulents, but this is succulent rainbow. And I love this one. This one I found to be super easy, even though it's 1,000 pieces. There's not a lot of red. Like sometimes there's a lot of red and orange, but I started with the red anyway, worked my way down like that. I love this puzzle and I love gradients, and I can see myself redoing this puzzle. As a matter of fact, that's kind of why I laughed a little bit when I picked up the box, because as soon as I looked at the box, I'm like, I know I'm going to be doing this puzzle again. That's why you saw that little laugh. Now this one here is a buffalo one, another gradient type puzzle, and this is called Blooms of Color. And there you have it. Quite the same style as I've been showing you. Again, reds, oranges, yellows, greens, blues, purples, pinks. Beautiful, beautiful puzzle. I loved it. I'm so glad that I did it, and can't get enough of these. Let's see what else. Oh, look at this. Look at this one. Rainbow bricks. This is a Lego puzzle from, who are you? Chronicle Books, okay? This Chronicle Books jigsaw puzzle, definitely a gradient as far as I'm concerned, because you got the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink, right? Loved it, loved it, loved it. But now I'm dropping the image off the screen to bring the box closer to you. And what do you have there? You have Lego blocks. Oh my goodness, I love it. Now there is another Lego puzzle by Chronicle Books that I will not buy. You know, on the Lego figures, the little yellow heads, there's like 1,000 of those in one puzzle. That's not for me. Now, this was a quick one, this 500 piece puzzle by Josie Lewis, and this one here is called Geometric. And there you have it. You know, just as I have been doing, I'm showing the image of the finished puzzle as well. This was a quick, easy, super easy 500 pieces. I loved it. I got it simply because it was gradient. But I love the fact that it had the pattern, and I'm dropping my image off the screen to bring the box closer. I love that it had a geometric pattern. And funny that it had that, because geometry and algebra, I don't know which one of those was my favorite in high school, but I loved them both. Now, remember I had a succulent rainbow? Well, this is sun succulents, okay? Sun succulents. And this one, I just did this one during this month of December. I enjoyed working on this puzzle. It really was a lot of fun. Like I said, I've come up with this idea to get the reds and oranges done first, because for some reason they drive me nuts. So once I got those done, the rest of the puzzle just came together super easy. I loved it, loved it, loved it. I can see redoing this one. This, by the way, is Masterpieces, and I think I've been neglecting to tell you some of the brands, but you'll have to forgive me. Then I had a Seiko one that, again, my choice to include it in this video because this Color Story teacups reminded me of a gradient style puzzle. So I thought I'm going to include it in this video. And the reason why is because you're just following the pattern of the cups. Beautiful teacups. This was gifted to me from my friend Hope. I loved it, and I'm so glad that I got a chance to work on it. It's a 750-piece puzzle, and it's Color Story, but sometimes I've seen it referred to as colorful teacups. So there you have it. I'm going to try to link all these in the description box below. I don't know how effective I'll be, but I'll do my best. Then this Ravensburger puzzle, I'm pretty sure I did it in 2023. It's called the Gardener's Palette. I do have to confirm that I did this in 2023. I might have did it late 2022. But for now, we'll just look at it. It's Gardener's Palette, a beautiful, beautiful gradient puzzle. Now, this was a very early in the year puzzle or very late last year puzzle. So I hadn't kind of gotten my pattern down of working on the harder colors, the darker colors first. So this puzzle took a little bit. It's 1,000 pieces. I loved it though. I think it's beautiful. And as it's called, I'm dropping my image off the screen. It's called Gardener's Palette because you have the different flowers, and it was just beautiful. I loved it. Believe it or not, we're at our last puzzle. So that's it for my gradients, and I have other videos to make, but I want to make sure I got everything I do. So I want to thank you for watching, and please, if you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and the like button too. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.